This was brilliant. Just a fantastically done, quiet drama that's still very topical, beautifully written, just brilliant, and fantastic performances all around. Certainly, our lead there, Kareem, the professor, just does a fantastic job at engaging us immediately. I really just felt like a student in that auditorium, and I was here for it. And that opening was just so strong, fantastic. It really set up everything quite nicely. And yeah, when we cut to the title there, I thought again, just perfect, just such a strong beginning, and it doesn't falter throughout. It's really the whole piece just has so much just so much going for it, so much good drama, so much good performances, and it's all carried through really well. Fantastic editing, cinematography also beautiful. Everything had this sort of moody kind of dark but not overly dark feel to it. The way light was used, it felt just natural and appropriate, and it was never so dark that we couldn't make out faces and everything. It was really yeah, expertly done through and through. The entire film, thoroughly enjoyable.
Exception. This had some amazing cinematography. Um, it was also acted brilliantly. I mean, the acting in this piece was so seamless by everyone. Everyone was believable, everybody was organic. They did such an amazing job. The story is so relevant for what's going on right now, even though I know the filmmakers had said they had written this prior to 2023. So, regardless of what your views are of Israel and Palestine, this film is such an important piece about civil rights and free speech, really. So, yeah, I loved this. And I loved the way that it started, because as it started, it began and it really hooked you in. It got you interested and it kept your interest all the way through. Great job. I loved this.
Exception. Okay, this was a very complex film because it explores a very complex subject, such as the way people have been condemned by expressing their opinions about what Israel is doing with the Palestinians. It's a very complex story, but I think that the filmmaker made a great job because it feels so realistic. A lot of people go through this kind of problem. The film itself points it out. A lot of teachers and professors have been condemned simply by explaining what human rights organizations across the world are saying about what Israel is doing. And the film doesn't offer an easy solution because at the end of it, the professor doesn't get his problem quite resolved. He still needs to carry on with the consequences of expressing his opinion. But it was great that he was loyal to his ideas, to what he thought it was the right thing. And again, it's a very complex subject, but I think that the film expresses this problem in a very approachable, realistic way, and I think that if people watches this, it could help to change the stigma a lot of people has regarding Israel and what they're doing with the Palestinians. It's also very interesting. It's also very nice that um, it doesn't attack the Jewish people. They criticize the state of Israel, but it doesn't criticize the Jewish people, which are two very different things from each other. And that was a smart move. I think this is a very compelling and relevant short film, and I think it's quite well done. It's made at a professional quality. The performances were terrific, and it's a very educational piece. So thanks for saying it, and I hope that you manage to more people to watch it.
Exception is exceptional. I think this is a film that touches on a delicate matter and very current. It's political, it's educational, It's full of wisdom. I think it's thought-provoking and engaging, pretty much bringing in the atmosphere of the Israel and Palestine conflict and these real-life matters that students, teachers, specifically in the storyline, go through. And the situations of your morals and your ethics and those being challenged, even if it's connected to your means of survival. Do you stay true to who you are? And I think that is something that is a profound and delicate situation here. Here we have this individual being tested. He is having, personal matters. He's seeing his influence on his family, his daughter specifically, as he is in this dynamic where he is separated from the mother of his child, and they are trying to do co-parenting. And there's situations happening at school with the little girl, and so it's interesting to see how that generational, intelligence can be passed on from generation to generation. And you see this, it's really kindness and gentleness that comes from the little girl, actually. And it's really cute to see how that storyline plays out. I'll say that. And then on the other side of the spectrum, you see how he is in his professional world, and how words can be misconstrued, and how going to the store and buying and choosing to not buy a box of dates can cost you your job, and how speaking for what you may believe in a political matter can cost you your job, and having an apology. And it's interesting to see, I think, the way that this went viral and the way that this had developed and the way that the filmmakers put the story together was very well done. As someone who has been on the sidelines and witnessed others' encounters and experiences within this movement, from my own personal experiences, I think this has been very on point and displayed in a consumable manner. I think it's important that as artists, we often have to consume a lot of the darkness in the world and give it back to the audience in a consumable form. And I think the filmmaker did that within this film. This is a very tough topic, and I think this was a nice, engaging manner to shine a light on a conflict that's currently happening, and has been happening for the last year, just about.